I don't know if you can hear the constructions, but it was very quiet and I thought, they're done. But I think they were on their lunch break, because now that I press record, it's starting again. But anyway, I hope you can't hear them. I'm wearing a blazer. I know it's not blazer season, but you know when you go on holiday and when you come back and you are reunited with your wardrobe and you miss wearing like some items, and when you see them, you're inspired again to wear them. Hence the grey blazer with, mind you, still a white tank top and a denim shorts. But I was craving a blazer today. So anyway, I got a few PR packages while we were away. So I thought I would show you guys, but I think I'm gonna close the window first. Hold on. Okay. Much better. And this is when you realize the importance of good quality windows for the noise. Anyway, so first of all, I started to unpack a few things and then I thought, no, let me show them. So I got this. This I've heard a lot of good things about. It's called G-Lash and G-Brow. And so it's a serum that you put obviously on your lashes and also on your eyebrows, and they're supposed to make them really thick and long and darker. And honestly, if you told me about this randomly, like just by showing me the packages, I wouldn't have believed you, or I would have thought it's another thing that I've already, I've heard a lot about Revita Lash, I think it's called, but I also heard that it wasn't good in terms of, like ingredients and stuff. But when I went to the L'Oreal workshop, the PR event that I took you guys with me to, I met a girl. She's a French content creator, and she told me about this. Before she even told me about this, I just kept staring at her eyelashes. Her eyelashes were so long, it didn't even cross my mind that that length would come from a product. I thought she naturally had really long eyelashes and I was just mesmerized. But then we were talking with another girl and she started telling her about her eyelashes. And I was like, are these not your, do you not have these eyelashes naturally? And she was like, no, I use this product. It's called G-Lash. I always get so many questions in my DMs about it. And so she told me that she was going to send me some because she knows the lady that has this brand. And so she sent me some, and now I can't wait to try these because honestly, I've never seen someone with those eyelashes. I've never had long eyelashes. My eyelashes are they are dark. They're not short, but they're quite straight. I didn't know about the brow product, so I'm not sure if I'll try it because I honestly try so hard to tame my eyebrows. So I'm thinking if I add this product, my eyebrows are going to be way too wide for me. But the lashes one, yes, I want to try. So we'll see. I might still try both. These are the two first products that I got. Then I got this package. I'm not sure what this is. Ooh, this is Benefit. More precisely, it's the Benetint. Oh my God. I remember when I first arrived, for those of you who don't know, I lived in the UK and more precisely in London for a few years. And I remember discovering Benefit there, and I discovered Benefit through the Benetint product. And so apparently they have new shades. So they have dark cherry, raspberry and original. Oh my God, this brings back so many memories. I remember putting it on my cheeks, on my lips. Ooh, and this is the packaging. Oh, how fun. Look, it's a key ring. How cool is that? Even to put on your handbag like a little charm. So this is Benetint. I think this is the original. Rose tinted lip and cheek stain. Love that. Oh my God, I can't believe it. It brings back so many memories. I remember, yes, it's the exact same feeling. I don't know what I'm doing, hold on. I already have lip balm on my lips, so. I remember, it's the same, it's that wet product. I was still a student then. I went to London first to do, it was like a language course I was supposed to stay there for 9 months, I think, but then I ended up staying for 6 years. And then, which one is this one? This one is the dark cherry one. Oh yeah, much darker. I think that the one I tried is the rose one because it's a bit scented. It has a bit of a taste. I'm not gonna try on my cheeks now because I already have makeup and stuff. And this is Cookie, a swirl of golden pearl sweep. Okay, so this is a highlighter. Ooh, so this is Cookie highlighter. Wow, it's gorgeous. It's quite it's a pearly one. Cute. My face is already a bit shiny, but never mind. So thank you Benefit for that. Okay, so this will go to the bin. And then what is this? This is Respire. So this I'm not going to open because it's part of a partnership. So I'm going to keep it closed so that I don't misplace this. But it's from the brand Respire. You know, I told you about that brand. I use their deodorant and I also use their toothpaste and even skincare. I love that brand. What else? Oh, this is by Terry, as you can probably tell from the logo. I love by Terry. And it's funny how I got to know by Terry in the UK, although it's a French brand. But I've never really seen it in France. Like, I feel like people don't really use, like French women don't really use by Terry, but I've always seen it, you know, worn and used by English women, or like British. Ooh, yes, Tea to Tan. I remember this product, I got it as well. So this is the Face and Body Brume de Soin Skincare Mist, and it's like, it gives you that tan look, but it's not a fake tan, so you can wash it off. But it looks like this, and normally you have a particular brush to spread it on your body, because obviously it's tinted, so you have to be careful, and you can't just apply it with your hand. And this is the special brush that goes with it. And so you put it like anywhere you want. And yes, if I remember well, this has 97% natural origin ingredients. I'm not going to use it now because you have to be careful and stuff, and so I'd rather be in my bathroom when I use this. And then this is the Tea to Tan powder blush. So fard à joues, hydratant, éclat bonne mine, so healthy glow. This is Pink Passion. I love a good blush, I have to say. And look at those colors. Ooh, look at that color. Wow, so vibrant, so vibrant. That lip tint is really good. I love the color of my lips like this. So let me try. I'm going to open the other one first just to see and compare. So this is in shade 4 Coral Crush. So this, I'm guessing, will be more of a orangey color. Ooh, very vibrant as well. Wow, so beautiful. Always go towards the orange, like the corally colors and blushes for me because of my skin tone. But even the pink one is beautiful. Let's try the pink first. I'm not sure how pigmented this is going to be because sometimes it looks really bright, but then when you put it on, it's beautiful. Let me try the coral one. Ooh, this one looks, ooh, oh my God. Wow, hold on. There's a lot of loose powder here. Wow, I think I put too much. I always like to add just a touch on my nose. Wow, this is a lot of blush. But I do like that look, you know. Sometimes when I go to Sephora, the makeup artists there, obviously because they work in makeup and stuff, they do like go really out there and they really have fun and they really make it like an art rather than just your daily natural makeup, no makeup look. And I love that. I love when they wear really bright colors and stuff. So to me, too much blush isn't, you know, a big deal. I find it quite cute. So we're going to stay like this. So thank you so much by Terry. I think I opened everything, yes. So I'm going to put this away because I did a huge clear out of my dressing room. I really want to keep it tidy and I want to keep it quite minimal. So, ooh, we have some Prada Beauty. Oh my God, it's my very first. Oh my God, no way. What is this? No way, hold on. This is sweet. Banana jellies, hold on, what? I can't believe I just got some Prada candies. How fancy. Okay, so this is because of the new Prada Balm Banana Yellow. So let's see. The packages, I love it, especially because we are really into like butter yellow and stuff. And so this is the Banana Prada Lip Balm. It smells like banana. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna ruin it if I put it on top of my stain. This is actually banana scented. It's very, very soft. Like, it's really smooth on the lips. Very comfortable, very hydrating feeling. Thank you so much, Prada Beauty. I love this. Gonna take a nice picture of it later. And last but not least, this is a package from M Skincare. I already told you about this brand. French brand that I love so much. Yay! They sent me the refill of my collagen in Cacao Glow. It's my favorite one. I mix it with my hot chocolate. I also got, ooh, this is body elixir, but this is in like individual like form. It's a liquid that you add into your water, so it drains, it detoxifies, and it eliminates. It's good for detox basically. And this is Gut Flow. I love this. This really helps you digest. It has enzymes basically, and so it really helps you to digest anything that has either lactose or gluten or fats, and I think even meat, but I'm not entirely sure. 7 digestive enzymes, ginger and peppermint. And honestly, when I know I'm gonna have a heavy meal, I take 2 of these like 10 minutes before my meal, and it works wonders always. So I always like to have that even in my handbag when we go out to eat or something. And then this is the body elixir, but in a bottle shape, because I like to have these individual ones when I'm traveling, especially in summer, you know, when you have like, for example, poor circulation, or if you have like heavy legs, you know, swollen legs and stuff. Sometimes it's nice to do that. And this is the bottle. So if you use this bottle, then you would add just a capful of the body elixir into your water bottle basically, and you can either drink it or in a glass. So you can either drink it in one go in a glass of water, or you drink it throughout the day in your water bottle. Good morning guys, today is Monday, so we're starting this new week together. I think the last time I vlogged was already in this room, in my dressing room, but a few days have passed. I don't know if you can tell, but I feel like my tan has already like gone from the last frame, like the previous frame, and now I feel like I look so much less tanned already. But anyway, that's what happens. Even though here, you know, the weather has been nice, I don't really expose myself to sun, simply because we're here. It's a bit like in London or any European, you know, city or Northern European city where when it's hot, like it's really, really hot and you can't stand staying like in the sun. I avoid the sun more here than on holidays. So I'm gonna get ready now, and I thought it would be the perfect moment to share with you my makeup routine, because I get this question asked so many times, and thank you so much for asking. So right now, this would be like my summer makeup. For the base, I'm using this. This is the Typology tinted serum. It's in the shade medium 3, and I like it because it's very sheer. No, actually, hold on. I first start with my concealer. Because I'm tanned, I first do like around my eyes, and then for the face I just do a light layer of this, but where I need it, not everywhere, because again it's summer and I don't like to have a lot of makeup on my face during summer. So this is the NARS Soft Matte Concealer in the shade medium 2 ginger. I can't believe how like my body is still quite tanned, but my face, I think it's because I've been back to using the Paula's Choice, you know, the exfoliator, the liquid exfoliator, and that obviously gets rid of all of your, you know, dead cells and stuff, so my tan goes away with it, I think. I really want us to go on holiday again, but we haven't planned anything, like we haven't booked anything apart from the Corsica trip. So it's either we find something last minute or we just don't find anything at all. But it's difficult to admit that this was the holiday and now like I'm staying home until like September, autumn, fall and stuff. I'm still craving a bit of sun, a bit of sea, a bit of, you know, holiday vibes, so we'll see. For eyebrows, I'm using this. This is the Hourglass. I love this one. It's the Arch Brow Sculpting Pencil in shade Dark Brunette. So I first brush my eyebrows up, and then I don't do the front because my eyebrows are quite dark already, so if I do the front, like my eyes and everything is going to look way too harsh. So I just do here, like towards the tail of my brow, like it's quite thin compared to the rest of it. And sometimes I do just the top part here, but very lightly. It's just to give a bit of definition and structure towards the end. And then now I'm gonna go in with my base, like my tinted serum. And so I put 1 to 2 drops, and I put it mainly towards the bottom half of my face, because this section, I've already done it with the concealer, but this is already darker than my face, but it will match with the rest of my body because my body is quite tanned still. And this doesn't have a lot of coverage, so it's just about making everything more, you know, like seamless and one layer, if you know what I mean. And I'm gonna add just a touch on my forehead. It just adds a blur basically rather than proper coverage. Now for eyes, honestly, I wear this eyeshadow all year round. I love it so much. It's Espresso by MAC Cosmetics, and I love the shade. It's like a bit, maybe it's mushroom color or taupey color, I don't know how to explain it, but it's between brown and gray, but it's not too dark, and it still gives that smoky vibe appropriate for daytime, and at the same time it gives a bit of definition to my eyes. And whatever's left on the brush, I like to run it here alongside my bottom lashes. I've done the biggest makeup clear out, and even skincare clear out. I had like way too much makeup, and you know those makeup do you say palettes? I think, like, I'm not really big on, it's not that I'm not big on makeup, but it's just that, you know, I have my basics and that's it. I've never been really passionate about makeup, so I'm not the type of person that will do, you know, these crazy looks with like all these combinations of different colors and stuff. So for me, having like these palettes was too much, and I didn't use them, and I've had them for years. I know there's an expiry date to makeup. Those were probably expired, although it's a shame in a way, because, you know, some of them like weren't really used, like in terms of the different shades, like eyeshadows that I had in those palettes. You know, it can be a waste, and that's something I hate. I hate wasting whatever it is. Like, it can be food, it can be clothes, it can be money, it can be even like makeup, skincare. I don't like to waste, so that's why I kept those for so many years, because I didn't want to throw them away, because for me it was like, in a way, failing and wasting things. It came to the conclusion that it would make me feel so much better if I had less stuff, and so I feel so much better. Like, it's easier for me now to do my makeup. I open my drawer and I have only the things that I use on a daily basis, and for me that's priceless, and it gives and brings such a peace of mind, and it's something that you can only like experience and feel if you've like cleared so many things, and you know what I mean. And I still have a lot of things that I'm going to give away, you know, that I'm going to give to my mom, to my mother-in-law. Like, not everything is going away like to the bin, if you know what I mean. It feels so much better already, and I feel lighter. I don't know how to explain it, but even like my brain feels lighter. Even when I come to get dressed up in the morning, like, I've done the same in my closet, and so all the clothes that I have now are clothes that I actually wear on a daily basis. It's less clutter, it's less noise. When I would get ready before, it would be like so difficult for me to make a decision, because I have like so much choice, or I had so much choice. And it's not even about the choice, it's about also keeping clothes that weren't really me, and that didn't match and weren't aligned with my personality, with who like I am, and my style and stuff. And so it was just noise, whereas now I have like my decision making process in terms of getting dressed in the morning. It's so quick and easy, and that's honestly priceless. And I've never been the one, like, even before I did this job, like, I didn't have a lot of clothes. Like, I don't like having too much. It's about finding the balance. Do it for your job, but at the same time not get overwhelmed with it. Sorry, so I didn't even tell you what the eye pencil I was using. This is Teddy, MAC Cosmetics as well. I'm almost running out. The cap is almost bigger than the actual pencil. And mascara, this one is brand new. I bought it a few days ago. It's Pillow Talk Push-Up Lashes, Charlotte Tilbury. I love this one so much. I've been using the serum, you know, the G-Lash serum. I think this is the 4th time that I use it, and I can already tell a difference. It's the slightest difference, but I can see that my eyelashes are getting longer, which is crazy, because I have used in the past castor oil and things like that, but it didn't really make that big of a difference. So this vlog, guys, is going to be quite chilled and quite at home, I think, because we are not going to Paris anytime soon. I think next time I go to Paris will be end of July, in 10 days or so. So this is going to be more of a home vlog. We might go to, you know, the city center at some point, but because it's still, you know, school holidays, summer holidays, and Ayan is at home and we are working at the same time. You know what? Something I really want to do is put lip balm on my lips. I don't like my lips when they are like, they get dry really quickly. Like, I can easily go, you know, out without makeup and stuff, but I always need to have lip balm. Okay, let's do bronzer. So this is what I use at the moment for bronzer. This is the 6.5 shade, and I always forget the name of this product, but it's from Charlotte Tilbury, I'm sure you know. And it gives me that bronzed look. See, this is already like darker than the rest of my face, whereas when I was on holiday, this was my actual foundation. Okay, and to avoid any harsh lines here, I'm just gonna blend this a bit with my concealer brush, just so that it's not as harsh. And in terms of blush or highlighter, I use this one first. This is the Forever Glow Maximizer from Dior. It's in the shade Rosy. 1 dot is enough. And then I can also add sometimes this one. This is the same one, but in the shade Gold. Why do I have like a deja vu feeling where I feel like I've already shared recently my makeup routine with you guys? But because I did it recently on my French channel, never mind, I'm sure it would be useful for at least one person. I used to put this one, the gold one, along my nose as well, but I feel like it doesn't stay in place throughout the day. So now what I prefer to use is this, which I love as well. It's the Clé de Peau Illuminator, and this is in the shade 22 Shooting Stars, and it's a highlighter. It's gorgeous. It looks like this. And this one, it's a powder, whereas the other one I just showed you is a liquid, and so that's why it doesn't really stay in place. So I prefer to use this along my nose bridge, and this one stays in place because it's a powder. I have a doctor's appointment this afternoon because, you know, the episode that happened to me when we were on holiday, since that day I've been having this pain on my left side here, and the pain doesn't just stay there, like it goes towards my back, the lower back. And I think it's linked to what happened to me because it's where my kidneys are. It's either kidneys or, you know, that little organ that's attached to your kidneys. I don't know what the name is called in English. In French we call it surrénal. Surrenal? I'm not sure. I'll write the word. But anyway, so it's either I had like maybe like a kidney stone or something that's been, you know, sometimes it can be really painful and sometimes it goes away, you don't even notice it, and sometimes it can be like painful but not that painful. And I've been waiting for this appointment for such a long time. Like, my doctor is actually away on holiday, so it's someone that's taking over while she's away. Sometimes I like to lock my bronzer, the Charlotte Tilbury one, with a bit of powder bronzer. So this is the Bourjois Always Fabulous bronzing powder in shade Too Dark, because I feel like adding bronzer, like powder on top of cream, that's what really locks everything in and makes it last longer. Okay, so that's my face, and now we are gonna do the lips. I really like this one. This is the Refi lip pencil. It's the blur one. I used to use, before I was tanned, the mauve one, but now I like to use this one. It's the stone one for the shade, and it's more of like a brown but quite a cool tone. And with these, like, it doesn't really matter what shade of lipstick you put after. It's just about outlining your lips, and because it's so close to my natural lip color, especially in summer, then I can even put like either a nude lipstick, coral lipstick, or red lipstick, it doesn't matter. And then in terms of lipstick, I think I'm gonna keep it simple. This is the Yves Saint Laurent. Oh, I don't have the shade of these because I had them in a PR package and they didn't have any shade, but I think it's called the Love Shine ones. Yes, Love Shine Candy Glow. And that's it. That's my summer makeup. And honestly, in winter it doesn't change much. The only thing that changes is because I use foundation, but other than that it's always the same type of makeup. It's a new day. Today is Tuesday, and another thing that I get asked a lot is my skincare routine. So I thought in this vlog I would also share you that. Right now I'm going to share with you my morning skincare routine, which is the less, not complicated, but it's the one that takes the least amount of product. So in the morning I don't really wash my face with a cleanser or anything, because I've heard and I've been told by different estheticians that it will dry your face too much and that it's too much cleansing for your face basically and for your skin. And so it's best not to use any cleansing product on your face in the morning. The only time I use a cleansing product or a cleanser is after a workout, because obviously I sweat and my pores get clogged quite quickly, so that's when I use a cleanser. But if I don't work out, then I just wash my face with clear water. In terms of products, I use this first. This is the Precious Gold Vitality Serum. This is from the brand Clé de Peau. I have a few French brands, I think mainly French brands, yes, that I love for skincare. I love Clé de Peau, obviously, ever since I've been to the PR trip. I've discovered the brand and I love it so much. I also love Biologique Recherche. I also love Respire. I think, yeah, that's what comes to mind. I like Medicate as well. I like La Neige, Typology. I love Typology as well. But for now, this is my routine. So 2 pumps of this serum, but I'll show you my more extensive routine tonight or this evening, because it's when I remove my makeup that I do the most in terms of skincare. So I apply the serum and then I apply the cream that goes with it, which is also from Clé de Peau. Almost honestly running out. Like I've almost hit bottom, but this is the protective fortifying cream. It's amazing as well, because honestly my skin, like my face skin, is quite, I wouldn't say fussy, but I can't put anything on my face. It has to be quite light textures, again, because my pores get clogged quite quickly. So I can't put like anything that's too rich, you know, in terms of texture, even in terms of like ingredients, and even in terms of the finish. Like anything greasy and too rich, my skin will not like. Texture for me is very important. I like products and creams that are more water-based, even like gel consistency. I love that. Very light textures, that's what I love. So that's it for my morning skincare routine. However, this evening I will show you the rest. Let's talk now body care, because for me the skin on my body is as important as the skin on my face, and I love to also take care of my body, like the skin on my body, because I know that some people, you know, don't like to moisturize their body every day and things like that, but I do it every single day without a fail. Another thing, like a new thing that I've discovered recently, because I used to scrub my body, but not as often as I would like. Moisturize, yes, every day, but scrubbing my body was not something that I would do quite often. I think I would do it like once every 3 months, to be completely honest. However, I've recently discovered this from The Ordinary. It's the glycolic acid exfoliating toner. I think it's been less than a year that I've been using an exfoliating toner on my face, which is the Paula's Choice one, hold on, which is this one. And I love this product so much. And I even love the one from Biologique Recherche. But I love the principle of having a liquid exfoliator. For me, that's what's made the biggest difference to my skin as well, because I used to have very textured skin and like little bumps that you could feel when you touch my face. And even when I would wear foundation, like if the foundation was a bit shiny, you could tell, like you could see all the texture and all the little bumps, and that's gotten rid of it. So for me, that's perfect. And then I realized that you could use this like anywhere on your body. I sometimes use this on my armpits, because the reason why we sometimes smell like there's this like sweat smell on our underarms is because of the bacteria that's not gone properly. And sometimes if you don't use like a proper soap, you know, sometimes the shower gels that are a bit too soft and stuff, they don't really get rid of all the bacteria, I feel like. So I like to go with this, and this gets rid of any smell that I can sometimes have on my underarm. So then I was thinking, surely if you can use this on your face, if you can use this on your armpits, then surely you can just simply exfoliate your entire body with this. And then I went to Sephora the other day and I came across this. So they do one specifically for body, but I thought maybe the body one, like I wanted to go progressively basically. So I thought, let me take one for the face, which if it's gentle enough for the face, it will be gentle enough for the body. And if that works, then next time I will get the one for the body. And this one, you can even use it on your scalp to exfoliate your scalp. And I find that genius. I've been using this, and honestly, it gives like the best shine, the most beautiful shine to my body. So I run this on with a cotton pad on my body, and then I apply oil. I have this oily balm for my body. I'll show you. This is the one. This is from the brand Aromazone. I think I told you about this already. It's a French brand. I love everything they do. Their ingredients are really good, and it's rose scented, and it's a balm that's first like quite, you know, hard, like solid, as you can see, but then it melts. Like it's the most beautiful oil, and it's like it smells of rose, and it's the most it's the most luxurious, you know, experience, although I think it costs less than 10 euros, but it's the best, and I love it so much. And this is my second pot. So exfoliating, and then this, I have like, especially when I'm tanned and stuff, my body, like my skin on my body glides, and it's shiny, and it's so beautiful. Like it leaves the most beautiful sheen on your body, and I love that. So hold on. We've been having road works like near the house, and the noise is something else. I'm gonna demonstrate this on my décolleté or on my décolletage, how some people say. It's funny because décolletage is supposed to be a French word, but it's not a French, like it's not correct, like it's not a French word, it's décolleté. I'm gonna use this on my décolleté, not this one, like just a few drops. You can even use it, like do it directly with your hands, but because I do it on my face with a cotton pad, I just do the same on my body. However, when you use this, you have to be careful, you know, for like sunburns and stuff, because this will leave your skin very sensitive to sun exposure. So be really, really careful. And when I went, like when we went on holiday in Corsica, I completely stopped using this while I was away, because I knew that, you know, with sun exposure and stuff, it can be quite damaging to your skin. So be careful. Obviously, I do this all over my body, but right now I'm just demonstrating this for you guys. And then I go in with this. It's quite solid. And then when you rub it on your hands, it becomes like this oil, and the smell. Wow. And I find this glycolic acid thing way more efficient than a body scrub. I'm sorry, but this is, wow, so beautiful. Love it. So I'm gonna do this now all over my body, and I will see you later. It's, I was gonna say a new day. It's not a new day. It's the evening of, I think it's 2 days later. I honestly was not planning on filming, but then I remembered that I promised you guys to share with you my night routine in terms of skincare. And also, because this vlog has to be ready for tomorrow, then I only have tonight. Like tonight is the only time I'm gonna be able to show you before the vlog goes live. First of all, I always double cleanse. So I love to start with an oil, and then I would go in with my cleanser. And honestly, in terms of oil, I'm not fussy. Like I don't really mind. I use whatever oil I have. So right now I'm using the Sephora one, which is really good, but I've tried many different oils and I like them all very much. I find them quite, you know, efficient. To me, an oil is just an oil. Maybe it's because I haven't found the oil that, you know, makes all the difference and stuff. But for me, it's just, you know, whatever oil works, especially because you don't leave it on your face for that long. So to me, it doesn't make a big difference apart from dissolving your entire makeup. And that's what I love about double cleansing. And in fact, I would expect more from a cleanser rather than the oil, because to me the cleanser has to really match with my skin needs, in the sense that I don't like cleansers that are too drying. You know, when you finish cleansing your face and your face feels super dry, your skin is like stiff and hard to move and stuff. I hate that feeling. But I don't like cleansers that are, you know, too rich, or that would leave like a layer of something, you know, that's too moisturizing and too rich. This is what I do. So I try to make, like, to really work it in, and then I always use a cloth. I used to not use a cloth many years ago, and honestly, no wonder I would have, you know, spots and acne and stuff, because when I started using cloth, that's when I realized, you know, how much makeup I had left on my face. So I always use warm water. I know I've always heard that cold water is better for your face, but for me, I like the warmth of, you know, warm water. It relaxes me, especially in the evening. And I don't feel like it makes a difference whether it's cold or warm. So I prefer warm. I forgot to put my little headband. There we go, something like this. I have many of these, not the exact same ones, but I have this one and I have this one. This is from Clé de Peau. This one is from Muji. I love this one. And this is from Dior. I'm just waiting for the water to warm up. And guys, I don't know if you can see, sorry, my face is full of oil. I'm wearing mascara here, but I can really tell the difference on my eyelashes and even on my eyebrows, because at first I thought I wasn't going to use it on my eyebrows, but then I thought, let me give it a shot. And honestly, I feel like my eyebrows are thicker. I don't know if you can tell the difference, and I am quite impressed. It's the two products that I showed you at the beginning of the vlog, sorry. So this is G-Brow and this is G-Lash. I mean, naturally I have thick eyebrows, but because I had issues with my thyroid, a slow thyroid can really, like your eyebrows can shed quite a lot, especially like the tail of the brow. But I feel like this is really working. I can't find my English today, guys, so I'm so sorry. But apparently, yes, thin eyebrows are back which I'm not happy about because I don't like thin eyebrows. I've never liked them, and my eyebrows are naturally not thin, so no, to me. But I feel like, you know, you just do whatever you like and do whatever suits your face. Hold on, I need to add some water to my face. Okay, so now that my face is wet, I'm gonna go in with this. This is the Clé de Peau Softening Cleansing Foam. I like the smell, I like the texture. It's quite, and honestly, you need the tiniest bit and it makes the biggest foam. You really need just that much. So a pea-sized amount, and then you work it on your skin. And this cleanser has the perfect consistency and texture, because like I said, it leaves my skin quite supple and bouncy and stuff without leaving like a layer, you know, that's too greasy or oily or whatever. And it's not drying either. So basically it leaves my skin neutral. I always do my eyes last. I always do it last. And I feel like every time I remove my makeup on camera, I always get at least one comment that says, why do you not do your eyes first? But I don't know, to me it doesn't make sense, because I like the fact that you know, when I clean my face and stuff, then the water that I use, you know, really softens my mascara, and then that's easier for me to get rid of it. So that's why. And again, I go in with my cloth, but this time I use the other side, and then I will rinse my face with water, you know, like over the sink, just as a finishing touch, just to make sure. And you know, sometimes when I remove my makeup and I film it, like for example for my French channel, when I watch myself removing my makeup, I look so, you know, like hard on my skin. I look like really aggressive, but I promise you it's not painful. And now I'm gonna rinse my face with water. For my eyes, in terms of eye makeup remover, it's like the oil that I use. The only criteria that I have is that it has to be oil and water at the same time. I don't know what it's called in English. I can't find the word here, but you know what I mean. You know, you have water and oil and they don't really mix and you have to shake it. This removes waterproof makeup, and to me, that's the best, because it really gets rid of the eye makeup really quickly. And I never like press on my actual eyeballs. I press on my eyelashes. It's really bad to like press on your eyeballs. Like your eyeballs are really sensitive and delicate, and you can really damage your eyes. So although it looks as if I'm pressing on my eyes, I'm actually pressing on my eyebrows. Anyway, that has nothing to do with any skincare tip. Okay, and so when that's done, I like to run a dry and clean cotton pad around the eye area, just to remove any excess oil from the eye makeup remover, something like this. And then I use the other side, because again, I don't like to waste, so I always optimize. With the other side of the cotton pad, I use this. This is the Paula's Choice exfoliator, BHA liquid exfoliator. I think I told you before, but it has changed my skin texture for the best. And with this, like, it's also a good indication for me to check that I have properly removed my makeup and that I don't have any residue left. Now on to proper skincare. So first of all, I use this. This is my eye cream, but I have to say that I'm yet to find a proper eye cream that really, you know, makes a huge difference. Because to me, all the different eye creams that I've tried and used, they just, you know, moisturize my eye area, but I don't see any difference. Even if they say that they are, I don't know, like anti-fatigue or anti-wrinkles, or I don't know, to me, it just moisturizes. Like, I don't see the difference, but you know, I have one, so I use it. This is the La Neige Hyaluronic Eye Cream. The texture is nice though. It's quite, it's like a gel consistency. I don't know if you'll be able to see. It's quite light, so it is nice to use. Another thing that I use is this serum. This I use morning and night, 2 pumps from Clé de Peau. This serum, however, has made also the biggest difference to my skin. And I remember when I stopped using, not that I stopped using it, when I ran out, when I finished my first bottle, I stayed like for like, I think 2 weeks without having it. My skin did not look as good. So this one is a big yes for me. It's on the pricey side, I have to say, but it works. It does work. And then in terms of night cream, I have this cream called La Crème from Clé de Peau. It's one of their, you know, bestsellers and one of their staples from their range. And this is La Crème. So it's quite a rich cream, but not rich in the sense that it would clog your pore and stuff. Like it's quite thick, but not in the way that my skin wouldn't like it. My skin loves this product. You can use it day and night, but I prefer to keep it just for night. Again, neck as well. Ideally, you would also use this on your décolleté. How annoying for the light. I hope you can still see what I'm doing. Usually, I would take my time and do a bit of, you know, like self-massage and try to, you know, lymphatic drainage and all that stuff. But right now, honestly, it's quite late, so I'm doing this for you guys. That's it in terms of skincare. I like to use this sometimes. La Neige Lip Sleeping Mask. Obviously, I mean, this is iconic. That's how I came across La Neige actually, by discovering and hearing about their lip sleeping mask. This I really like. Another step, well, a new step now, it's these two products. So this G-Lash I will run along my lash line. I can't really see what I'm doing. So this you would apply just as you would apply your eyeliner. And then this on your eyebrows. And I mainly focus again here where I want my eyebrows to be thicker and regrow, because it's not necessarily about them being thicker, but I have places where I don't have, like my eyebrows don't grow anymore. And I feel like it makes them darker as well. It's not just about the volume. And then onto hair. Now, I don't know if you know, but I was on a mission. Yeah, I told you about this actually. I still am on a mission to gain a bit more, you know, like volume and not exactly volume, but like thickness, especially at the front of my hair. Because I feel like with age, my hair at the front has been quite, you know, like thinning. And I do have this patch here, but you know, I don't know if I've always had this or if it's, you know, me like losing my hair. I told you about this already. It's from the shop called Aromazone and it's a peptide. So it's a hair serum, peptide NP extract, anti-hair loss, densifying and stimulating. So this is good for hair growth and all that jazz. So normally it's a pipette, but honestly their packaging is quite bad. It's the second bottle and I had the same issue with the first bottle, although I managed not to break the pipette. This time I broke the pipette, and it's a glass pipette, and it was quite dangerous at first because I had a bit of like glass bits inside the bottle. I think I've gotten rid of most of it, although I can still see a bit of the other half of the pipette is at the very bottom of the bottle. Never mind. So I just eyeball it. So I just put like this amount and then I carefully rub it and make sure I don't have any glass left in here. No, that's it, it's all gone. So it's this consistency, but normally you're supposed to go, you know, directly from the pipette onto your scalp, and then I just rub this and I focus again just here, like the front part of my hair. And my hairdresser once told me that your hair at the back grows faster anyway than the front part, so this is where I focus the most. And I have to say that my hair has grown quite a lot. And I've noticed that in summer my hair grows quicker than in winter, probably because of the sun and stuff. So I didn't take the serum with me on holiday because I knew that my hair was gonna grow anyway. But now that I'm back into my routine. And my goal isn't to have super long hair. My goal is to have it down to here, I think. Okay, something like this. I'm not gonna keep you waiting for too long. And that's it. So that's my night skincare routine. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you've learned something new, or maybe that you've discovered a product, or just maybe, you know, just you've had a great time watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure to subscribe if you've enjoyed this video, because it really supports my channel and it shows me that I can do more of this and that you guys will enjoy it in the future as well. So take care and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.